Alright, and welcome back guys and girls. So you are getting another video. I know, I'm spoiling you all. However, this video is a special video for the channel, and this is a 1K special video. I wanted to firstly say a big thank you to everyone on the channel, every view, every comment. It makes it all worthwhile, guys and girls. I do really appreciate the support, and hopefully the channel continues to grow. People in my Discord server decided that for this special video they would like a question and answers to know a bit more about me. So if you want to know what I had for breakfast or what I think about certain characters in the game, then stay tuned. Alright, so questions and answers. The questions have been coming in quickly, and hopefully I give you what you want to know in this video. So in no particular order, let's crack on with the questions, which I am pleased to say were not too weird, not creepy, so thanks guys for keeping it relatively sane. Alright, so am I going to play any other horror multiplayer games in the future? It's a tough one this, because I have tried playing just generally other games, but most of the time I do get into one game and then just grind the life out of it. This is where I am right now with DBD. I do try to play other games, but DBD keeps my attention and I end up coming back. I suppose it is nice to try other games, but this is on the developers to grab my attention, and currently the DBD devs have done a pretty good job so far of keeping me invested. Next question was, if DBD ever died, would you have a second game ready? Nope. At the moment I don't play any other games, but hopefully if it comes to that, then I can happily transfer to another game and keep your attention. It's always tricky I find, because we are still a small channel. It's tough to just pick up and switch because predominantly people are here for the DVD content, but it's something I'm always going to consider. The next question, what inspired me to start on YouTube? Okay, so to be perfectly honest, it was probably down to COVID. There was rumours we would be going to lockdown, and I just thought, Jesus, I need a hobby, otherwise I would just be sat watching Netflix all day. Anyway, instead of watching Netflix all day, I instead make videos and play DVD. I think that's probably a good alternative. Maybe not the healthiest, but it keeps me sane when I'm told I can't leave the house. That's what's inspired me to start, and after putting some really bad videos up, because quite frankly I've never edited before, never done anything except watch videos on YouTube, and I think you can tell that with my earlier videos and thumbnails. So it's been a bit of a steep learning curve, but one that I am quite grateful for. Alright, next question was, what was my favourite video? Right, my favourite video has to be my Freddy guide. You know, sometimes you just do a video and you think, I wish I added this or done this, and if you start a channel, I recommend you have that frame of mind, because you do want to constantly keep improving your videos to give more values to you guys. For me though, the Freddy video just left me satisfied at the time, and although obviously that was 3-4 months ago, obviously now I'm sat there thinking, I wish I added this, wish I added that to that video. It is just my favourite. I know you guys are all like, this bozo is showing people how to play Busted Killer, and probably hate me for it, but that is my favourite video. Alright, next question was just simply why? Why? No idea why, it's just because I can. Hope that answers your question, fella. Will we ever get a face reveal? I would like to think eventually I will. You know, when I get like my 1 million subscriber button, I will do the face reveal. But in all seriousness guys, I have considered it and not quite sure yet, but it's something that I will hopefully do in the future. Alright, so next question was, what motivates me to keep uploading? It is basically going to sound very cliche, but it is literally you guys and girls. If you are watching the content and enjoying the videos, then I am happy with that, and that is what keeps me motivated. In real life I'm a teacher, so doing things like guides, telling people how to get some useful information out of things is something that I do day in day out. It keeps me motivated, and something that I'm hoping transpires onto my YouTube channel. Who was the first YouTuber you watched? Okay, this was nice and easy. I'm going to presume you mean Dead by Daylight YouTuber. The first one I watched and really got me into playing the game was True Talent. I still watch his videos now, and it's very hard I think to avoid his videos. True Talent, the guy is relentless with his work, so there is always 5 or 6 videos up to date to watch, but he was the first Dead by Daylight YouTuber I came across. There are lots and lots of great creators, so before you all jump at me saying what about this person or that person, I will pretty much guarantee whoever you name I will have come across at some point, and I will watch and enjoy their videos. But specifically who I started watching first, it was True Talent. Do you like Dwight? Of course, what is there not to like about Dwight? He was the high school kid that got rejected from everything, and he just has that geek side to him that is amazing to see in DVD. Although some of his cosmetics do definitely make him look a bit tougher, but Dwight's a good guy. I like Dwight. When did I start playing DBD? So I started playing 2 years ago. I was just bored, seen the Game Pass on Xbox and thought, yeah, let's give it a try. downloading a few games and seeing Dead by Daylight, tried it and had no idea what I was doing, but started enjoying it more and more, funnily enough. I laugh now, I think about how I used to play the Wraith, didn't realise I had to run cloak to hit anyone. I thought teachable perks were permanent additions to your loadout, and I used to think destroying totems got rid of all the killer's perks, so yeah, I was a bit of a potato. Why did you choose DBD to make content on, and do you plan for other content? Okay, I chose DBD because I really got into the game, decided to try my hand out on YouTube, and the good thing with DBD is there is always content, whether that be news, gameplay, tutorials, because there's a high number of killers available for example, so it was always easy to just stick to DBD. I think it would be foolish to just think DBD is going to be around forever, so I would like to eventually introduce other games into the mix, but we'll wait and see on that one. Okay, next question was, why do I play killer instead of survivor? Okay, this is a common misconception that I only play killer, but I'm not surprised about that because I very rarely put survivor games up. I used to just not get excited by survivor games, but in reality, I think it's just easier to put the gameplays about the killers because that's where I find the excitement is. However, 2021, I do plan to put more survivor gameplays up soon because in all honesty, I am now splitting my time in the game 50-50, so I'm always playing survivor and killer as well around the same time. Who are a few creators or friends you would like to have on the podcast or collab with? Okay, that's a tough one, and I'm not just saying this because they've been on, but I really wanted to speak to Lydia and Terrico when they were on, and it was great having them on. Likewise, it's the same for Tat, Potato and Bitterness, and then we have viewers in like Captain Salty and more recently Skinny Quinny. I believe they all add so much value to the podcast, but if you were to say, right, pick someone, or we're going to shoot you for example, that I would really like to have on, I would love to have someone like Otdava or True Talent on. That's when it comes to creators. I have got one particular person in mind when it comes to a guest appearance, and that would be any of them, but I would love to have one of the devs on. Unfortunately, I'm probably too small at the moment, but hopefully as we keep growing, I can convince one of them to make an appearance and give us their thoughts on things. That's the ultimate dream. What killer do I think needs a rework? So, buff and nerfed. Okay, the killer I would choose to have buffed would have to be the Trap. I mean, man, he is like the face of Dead by Daylight, yet he still can't carry two traps in his hands at the same time. I also have a soft spot for Michael too, and would love for him to have a rework that wouldn't make him so shitty in the early game. The killer that I'd like to see nerfed, well, it's got to be my boy Freddy. I don't know what it is, but I just sometimes feels like it gets boring playing him all the time, and he needs something else to him. Can't put my finger on what, but maybe something added to make him a little bit more challenging. Will mods such as Shadow, Alex and T-Rex have a speaking role in the videos in the future? That's an interesting question. I mean, firstly, those guys have done a fantastic job in the server and I do really appreciate their input, but a speaking role in the video? Not sure, let me have a think about that one. Will I ever get an editor, or will I always edit my own videos? I think at this moment in time, I will always edit my own videos. It can be really time consuming, but it is a big part of my enjoyment. I don't stream or anything as yet, so what takes my time up is the editing. I'm always looking to improve the editing where I can, adding things in, thinking does this look better. Like I said, I'm a bit of a noob at the moment when it comes to it, but I am learning, so hopefully the quality keeps improving for you guys. Okay, and finally, what are my thoughts on Floating Steve? Not that Potato Legion guy, Floating Steve is better. Okay, now I was reading this wondering who the hell was Floating Steve when I came across this on one of Potato Legion's videos. So my thoughts are that Steve has been working out. I mean, damn, he must have a solid core because he is literally performing the plank with only his toes on the surface, and he's doing all this whilst he's being stabbed numerous times by a Legion. Steve was always up there in my estimates, but Floating Steve has just pushed him to the stratosphere. To Floating Steve, I salute you. Also, didn't acknowledge not the Potato Legion guy, however, until Potato Legion can do a plank just on his toes whilst being stabbed to death by a Legion, and sorry Potato, but it is Floating Steve all the way. Alright, so hope that video gave you a bit of an insight into my life and motivations. I am so glad people never ask any weird questions. My next milestone, guys, is going to be 10k. I know it's a big push, but why settle for anything less? It's a challenge. I'm hoping we can do it, and I am relying on you guys' support for that. So again, thank you so much for that, and honestly, I cannot express enough how much you guys have helped out. So till the next time, guys, bye bye.